shit, I didn't put the music on here. There you go. I don't think anybody's even here at the moment, but if you are, this probably isn't going to be all that long. But I've been dragging my feet on actually making a Minecraft, like an actual house, like my actual concept for what I wanted my main build to be on my Minecraft server. Because I wanted to do like a chain of floating islands. And I still haven't yet. And it's been like 2 months. So, finally getting around to actually trying to do it. So I decided to just grab a big ass chunk of land from a random spot on the server that I liked. And now I'm gonna try to just use World Edit to kind of carve it away into a shape that I like. First, actually, wait. Let me try something. Use like a feather. Because the way this works is I can, I can, apply different brushes to just random items. And then just, you know, draw with them, which is pretty neat. I've never actually, like, used World Edit all that much. I'm trying to find something, though. There, I'm gonna try sphere. White concrete. What? Okay, well. It's almost what I wanted. Because all I want is like a 1-block brush, but I don't know how to do that. There's something. Does that actually, like... Yes, it does. Because I want to try to make like a perimeter here almost. I'll just place it normally. So I was thinking, like, I want to have a pretty natural shape. I guess maybe a good way to do this is kind of just play it by ear here and just carve away everything that I know I'm not keeping. Gonna have to, like, I might not bother filling in caves and stuff. I'm not sure yet, just because can I even reach that? Okay, good now. Just because I'm not sure that I'm even gonna, like, use much of the inside. Like, I think this is essentially just going to be a shell for the time being. And then on the server, it'll just be completely hollow, so I can just do whatever I want with the inside of it. Because trying to, actually build the whole thing filled in, I feel like would be a bit of a pain in the ass. A little too much material for what it's worth. I'm just using the, I already set this up, like the reason why this area was already a little bit smooth is because I tried the erode brush a little bit before I started, just to see how it worked. And it was exactly what I wanted, so. First I'm gonna, sorry, I'm gonna go back in and try to like clean up and smooth out the bottom afterwards. It's definitely going to be an interesting process. I've never really done terraforming on this scale before. Obviously not with World Edit. So I definitely want to maintain a little bit of these hills here. Maybe like getting myself stuck. I kind of cut through like here. I gotta like get a good top view here. A little too high. It's neat to see that whole chunk pulled out though. I think I like that. I feel like though I might kind of just like go around this bit and try to preserve a bit of this corner. So I do like this hill. I kind of like this being a little valley area. And obviously I can just kind of change it later if I want. I'm not sure what the actual size of this brush is. Probably should have messed around with that before I did this. Let me see here. Brush erode 4, maybe? That is exactly the same as I already had. 2. It feels a little more manageable, yeah. Or at least like more manageable for like a bit more detail preservation. I hadn't really even thought about the possibility of even just kind of like having dips in it here, because like rather than it just being like an immediate fall off here, like, since this part is a bit more hilly, I could try to just kind of make it a bit more of a gradual like decline, like cut off around here or something. That might not look too bad. Just not do anything if I do that. Huh. So need the corner for it to even be able to do the erosion thing. It's interesting. Yeah, I'll have this be a road 2 and this be a road 4. Just so I can swap between them rather than doing the command again. This song's reminding me I still never finished streaming Ratchet and Clank again. It was one of those things where it's like barely anybody showed up for them at a certain point. That's the tough part. I feel like this should maybe kind of go in a bit. So here's what I'm thinking with this one, is that we bring it in like that. It's a bit more in line with everything else there. A lot of gravel falling out of the bottom of that. Cut this back. It's in. Am I not able to? That's weird. That's also weird. It seems to actually just know that, like, this is what I'm trying to mess around with. What if I do that? Oh, it'll just delete that, though. Oh, it's because it's completely flat. That's fine. That makes more sense. It's gonna be interesting to mess around with afterwards for, like, cleaning it up. Okay, this is too flat. I think the bottom side is definitely going to be the hardest part. Definitely going to have to try using some more, like, actual, like, painting brush stuff rather than just eroding. Once I get to actually working on those. Did it erode away water? Does not seem to. Oh, nope. I can probably just use a command that clears out water, but I could also just place sponge blocks. You know what? This is a hell of a lot easier. Do I have the light turn on? I do. I don't know why I deleted it. So I guess I can look inside and actually see. Oh, there's actually not many caves. It's actually a lot less than I expected. It's basically just spaghetti caves. Yo, this gameplay deserves a squad. Yeah, no thanks. She had a better solution for tabbing out of the game, but I don't want to play it in anything other than full screen. I don't even think there's a windowed full screen for Minecraft. I'm actually not sure. Why am I doing this part right now? I don't need to be doing this right now. Alright. I'm gonna just try shaping stuff out a bit with like the two block radius of road. I think that this is pretty good shape for this like little outcropping here. And this little pumpkin part here, I'm not sure exactly what I want to do with it, but I think that I don't need it. I think that kind of rounding this corner off, if anything, is good. Rip the pumpkins. Hi there. Check out all this erosion. I haven't watched Nitro Red in a long time. What game was he reviewing? Psychonauts. Do you have a lot of respect for Nitro Red because of his Rayman hoodie that he wears? Or water. know what? Let's remove something. Use a bone for that. Actually, no, I'll use prismarine shard. It's interesting. I've never used it either. But I've I've been on servers where people have used it for big building projects and stuff. And I've always been interested, and they actually have just like a standalone like client-side Fabric version. You can actually put it on a server with Fabric too, which is neat. So you don't have to work with plugin stuff. But all it is, at least for my purpose, is you just brush, and then it has a bunch of different brush types. So like if I wanted to make a forest, I could just put a forest brush in, and then just paint over the grass, and it just plants a bunch of trees. As if they were naturally generated and stuff like that. I've been using Erode here just because it's like kind of a smooth way to remove blocks in a semi-natural way. Why is this like taking 8 years to swap tracks? It's like a full like 30 seconds of silence at the end of that. But now I wanted to try this because you can actually do biome painting, which I noticed here. Sphere, sure. I want to say it's... You know, actually, let's check. Oh, Joel's online. Deep lukewarm ocean. Full stream sniping. Who are you calling? Hey, speaking of Joel, who are you calling a cootie queen? You lint liquor. Deep lukewarm ocean. Let's see. Oh wow. I want to actually check this. So, biome bordered overlay. That's pretty cool. Because, for those who don't know, biomes are actually a 3D thing now. So, yeah, so it doesn't update this in real time, but I have a thing that can visualize where biomes are in the world. And so, if you don't know why they're 3D, it's because now they can do like cave biomes and stuff. So, you know, they needed a way to make biomes able to be on top of one another. And so that means that the edges of biomes are actually fully 3D objects. So if I just paint this ocean, because I was like, you know, this is fine and all, but the desert grass is a little bit, you know, yellow compared to how the actual island is going to look, so to better visualize this, why not try to actually make it look like the biome that it's going to be in? It looks like I basically got everything. It's kind of funny though, because it's like the top, oh, the top of the biome, like I just go up here, instantly I'm in a desert. Oh, right, I forgot, because it's like, I do wonder if there's an easier way to do this. Interesting. There probably is. Let's see, you can see. I want to see if I do that. Yeah, and then it raises it a bit. Interesting. Yeah, I don't plan on having a grass very much lower than this, but for any grass that is there, I'm just gonna go around the edges, just in case. I don't think I'm going to do anything on the inside of it with this actual sculpting, so probably won't have to bother with any of that. That'll be an issue for once it's actually built on the server, when it's just kind of a shell. Also, something funny that I didn't mention is the little, like, things on the ground here. It's not really... What? Do I have to redo the brushes? Guess so. Okay, weird. But, obviously I used the erode brush on that there, so it's a little fucked up now. But, this thing right here, like, this is just an interesting little area, because I have structure generation still on, even though it's a flat world. This is actually just a ruined portal, just sticking out of the ground a little bit. It's just these 3 blocks that you can actually see. And obviously a real, just regular sand temple. There's a cat over here. It's apparently loaded in. Yeah, this is pretty neat, like, using world edit stuff. It's like, I don't think I have that many things that I, like, would need it for, but, you know, I have some ideas for custom map stuff that I think I've talked about before that, you know, this could be interesting for. I'm running around the server like a fool. That's good. Fun fact, this piece of land, this big chunk of ground that I'm sculpting here, is actually from a forest somewhere on the server. Just kind of flew around till I found somewhere I liked. And then just stole this chunk of land out of there. It's Litmatica. I keep calling it Litmatica, it's Lightmatica. I don't know why it would be pronounced Lita. It's supposed to be a light version of Schematica. This is faster, I think. Tuamatica? Yeah, that's funny. That is funny. I think I've got a pretty good shape going here. Mostly. 3 out of 4 corners done. I didn't paint that part very well. Look at it. It dips down so already. There we go. That's a proper biome. Okay, I couldn't tell what that meant for a second. I was like, Ephomatica? Ephocmatica. That's funny. That's funny as well. That's funny AF. That's AF. For those who don't know. I think I'll move this over for a bit. And I'll use Use the heart of the sea, and I'll use a nautilus shell. Brush. Smooth. Let me try this. I don't really get how this is working. This doesn't make sense. What am I doing? I don't get how that works. That's fun. I do like that they actually have undo functionality. It's pretty nice. I guess I don't need that either. I'm honestly kind of thinking like it could be neat to kind of have this kind of jutting out at the bottom and then almost like make it look almost like a land bridge connecting. I don't know. Let's try that. I'm not a super big fan of how uniform it looks like that. Thoughts on the Prince U2s? I'll buy it, sadly. I'm really interested in how exactly it's going to look, because I can't imagine it's going to look that bad, but it's 100% going to have the eyes, because I mean, like, that's one of the easiest designs to put those eyes on. Like, there is no other spot where they could put the U2's eyes onto. Also, this makes me think, like, were there other Namco character U2s? I don't feel like I remember any, like, Pac-Man or anything. I feel like I might have seen, like, Dark Souls or something, probably, but... or Elden Ring or whatever. But I feel like they would have done, like, Pac-Man, right? Here's a cool, never mind. I already forgot what I was gonna say. Nothing is cool. There should be less everything. I'm liking that. Probably it's much easier to fly around with free cam. It's almost like a big sphere. Maybe I'll put like a lighthouse on it or something. Could be neat. I might want to round off, almost make this a little bit of a divot in here. Or at the very least kind of follow some sort of contour. It's like, in general, I think that I should keep most of the shape, the mostly square-ish shape. Because I want this to be a pretty sizable, bulky island. And then, like, other ones around it can be a bit more, like, weird with their shaping. Which, speaking of, now that I'm kind of, like, understanding how World Edit works, maybe I'll even try to just fully generate them by hand with World Edit. That could be kind of neat. Let's make a little divot here. Probably a little too flat. Probably a way that I could replace all the gravel with stone so I didn't have it all falling out. Not that it matters. I like this being kind of like a sharp thing here. I'm trying to maintain that sort of shape. Dude, I'm so effing locked in right now. I was thinking about maybe playing through Kirby Superstar today. Kind of in a Kirby mood again because I just played the Forgotten Land DLC. Haven't 100%ed it yet, but I beat the boss and everything. It's pretty good. Pretty small, but it was good. Levels were fun. I was like, I've done a Kirby Superstar playthrough almost like every year that I've streamed for. I think it's only been like 3 times, so like half of the years, but still, I've done it a lot, more so than most other things, other than Katamari. It's like it's an easy game for me to beat in one sitting. 100% of it. I was like, you know what? I've put this off for way too long. This is a little bit too... No, that's fine. I was like, is this a little too straight diagonal? I think it's good. I think this whole side might be a little more flat than the other. Not that the other side's even all that crazy in its shape. I wish there was like an easy way to just get like a different camera angle instantly. There's probably a mod for that, but I didn't even remember that why am I I think I got too hung up on this and kind of realized that I didn't do the shape that I wanted to. It's like, it feels a little too lumpy here. It's like, maybe I'll regret this, but I think that having this part be a little smoothed out, like a bit more like a gradual incline going into this almost bigger curve looks better, or will look better. So yeah, I think I like that more. Gives a bit more emphasis on this bit sticking out. You know what? I don't know how to paint sphere set. What? Oh, it's the grass. Whatever, that's fine. I think. Two. Shape. Shape, radius, density. Okay. I don't know how to the density means. Setting. Just looking at the brushes for a second. I don't know. This is kind of doing what I wanted it to. Not exactly though. I just wanted it to kind of be able to paint the area that I wanted to carve out, so that it's a bit easier to visualize without having to place down blocks myself. It's like, this is a good enough job of that, I think. Multiple MVC2 songs at once. 4. That's a pretty good shape. Do a rough carve out of how I want it to look. Sometimes if I have them quiet enough when I'm doing one of these streams where I just have like music from this playlist going, the vocals on some of the MVC2 tracks freak me out, because it's like they're kind of quiet and like the sample just comes out of nowhere if I'm like not kind of paying attention to what's on. So most of the songs don't have any vocals, other than like Jet Set Radio, like Hideki Naganuma tracks generally. It's like the MVC2 tracks, you know, like this Airship one, it's kind of like quiet guy over a radio. It's pretty low key. To break a block. There we go. Most of the Katamari stuff that's played today so far is all rolling live. I can't wait to be able to put Once Upon's soundtrack into this playlist. That'll be awesome. Be totally jamming to music. Jamming to hashtag music. I think I'm gonna make a little bit of an attempt to shape out the underside of this just a bit. Nothing super crazy. And then I have kind of like a spike coming out of this. So I didn't mention it, but that over there's the area where I take screenshots for the Katamari packs. Soon enough, there will be even more screenshots being taken over there for more models. I was trying to think, like, if I should just bring back some modeling streams sometime soon. And start doing, like, some online cousins. I might. I'm not sure yet. If I do them, I probably will stream them anyway. But some of those designs are definitely going to be pretty fun to translate. Just got a long ways to go here. I'll look on the top side again. Should definitely be a bit more recessed. little bit more sense with the, I didn't realize how flat that was. Oh man. I really want to do F-Zero streams too, because I did buy Super Nintendo copy of the original, and I bought a actual physical copy of F-Zero GX as well. Still haven't played either of them. It was mostly with the intent of actually streaming them. Block off caves that I don't need. Just probably all of them, but, you know. And not even probably, it's definitely all of them. I don't need any of them. Uh-oh, look at that. Got some grass blocks. They're in the wrong biome. I'm deleting my own stone again. What a wonderful tune this is. I remember, I think Chris and I had the idea of, or well, this isn't, I guess I can't really attribute this to just us, because I mean, we always wanted to do a museum on the old Minecraft server and stuff. Just a horse looking around. And I was thinking it would be funny because we have the custom like music discs, like audio player mod. It was like having an art, like a proper art gallery or a museum, and having this trophy theme playing would be kind of fun. I'm gonna paint over most of the bottom of this with just regular stone. I'm not 100% sure because I do feel like having the maybe I'll replace the ores with stone. So I think having the deposits of like diorite, granite, and andesite adds kind of believability to this kind of being almost a natural generation, you know? So that is basically what I was going for, given the fact that the method used for this was just ripping a few chunks out of the world and molding them into something else. Something else I was gonna do that I just remembered. I wanted there to be a lake somewhere on this, because I was trying to find a spot with like a good water feature, and couldn't really find anything. Lakes in Minecraft tend to be either very big or just part of oceans. So regardless, the size is a little much 90% of the time. It's kind of hard to find sort of like a Goldilocks in between for that. So I was like, I'll just dig out my own. It's like, honestly, I might just try to figure something out during the stream. Like, just kind of dig out a basin for it. Seems like it'd be pretty easy. Definitely want to smooth it out for sure, but I want to get rid of all these fucking. I probably want to get rid of the tall grass and flowers and stuff too, just so it's the schematic. Once I save it, is a lot less cluttered. All I realistically want is, I mean, if there's a way to make this whole thing hollow, I'm not aware of it. That is what I would want, though. Solely for the reason of making the schematic easier to look at. Because as it stands, I'm basically going to have to go like layer by layer from the bottommost point all the way up to the top and just kind of ignore all of the blocks that aren't on the very edge. Which will be an interesting building process. I'm sure I can do it. It won't be very hard. It'll just be time consuming. I might stream it. I don't know. I feel like it might be a bit more boring compared to statues and stuff. Not that those are even all that particularly visually interesting to watch be built. It's always kind of my concern with Minecraft streams, is like, how can I keep a Minecraft stream interesting when I'm not like Hermitcraft level, you know? Because it's like, it's not like I'm building crazy shit like this on the regular. Like, this is pretty new to me, at least something of this scale. I honestly might do streams where I just rebuild at some point like the King and Robo King statues too. Gotta get them Katamari views, you know. But I do actually want to have it on the new server at some point. It'll make making new statues for Katamari and stuff make more sense. Also, this is looking pretty nice. Like, even just from looking at it over here, I'm already liking it. It's like, I don't even think... Because I feel like when you think floating island, I feel like a lot of people, my own included, people's minds go immediately towards kind of like a... I don't know, I guess I'll draw it out with this, like, kind of flat, and then like a... here's the underside of it, you know? So this sort of shape. So it's like a big jagged spikes of a stone coming out of the bottom. And there's kind of a flat top. It's like, I don't know if I want to do that. Because it's like, as it stands here, it's like, this definitely needs work. And I'll probably extend a bit of it downwards, but like, I kind of like the smooth look. It's like, I think there definitely will be spots where I'll want to make it a bit more jagged on the underside. This might be one of them, like make it a bit more of a point. It'll probably be a kind of softened, if anything, but I think I could still use it. Although it being kind of like a sphere is also kind of nice. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I do like that this is as big as it is. I don't remember. Let me actually look. No, that's not that. That's not it either. Island land chunk. 137 by 119. That's about the size of this. So it's like a little bigger than 100. It's like 120 by 120. 130 by 120. About. Give or take some, given the fact that I've carved it out a good bit. Like, I think this is a pretty solid shape here. I'm liking it. I think that, this direction is going to be facing towards, the Nick Bro statue, the mainland on that side. Because I'm pretty sure that's directly north from my house. I did check that a while ago, but now I'm like having second thoughts. I'm like, is that just north or is it south? 99% sure. No, it's definitely, it's north. So definitely gonna want to keep that in mind, given how most people will be getting to this island, myself included, mostly just from the mainland that way. So I think, because I might build kind of like a manor, like mansion sort of house, because I've never really done that. I've done like castle-y fortress type stuff somewhat recently. Done way too many underground bases just because they're very easy. Because it's like you don't really have to worry about making an exterior at all. All you gotta do is just hollow out some caves, or just use caves that are already there. Like I wanted to challenge myself a bit with this one, and so, you know, making the island in the first place is already going to be enough of a challenge, but I also want to try to build a house style that I've never done. I've always wanted to do kind of like a classic haunted house sort of build, but never have. I don't think that's what this will be. I think it'll be kind of like a pretty nice mansion. It won't be a haunted house specifically, but, you know, big fancy house. I'm thinking maybe the house could be like this area, kind of just central on the southernmost part of it. Big rectangle, maybe have a garden over on this side or that side or something. Or just maybe over here. This is a nice like flat area for it. I do think it would be fun to have a lighthouse or something right there too. Also, this kind of sucks. I'm noticing, what is it? There's some audio artifacting going on in this song. Seems fine now. Maybe it's just part of the mix. I don't know. There's like something in that last part, like do 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 do, where it was kind of like a sharp noise. I don't know what it was. Maybe like a drum, a cymbal or something. I don't know. It's a little unpleasant. I've never really noticed it before. I think it might just be part of the mix. It's a little chirp sound. Making me want to go back to Ratchet and Clank. I mean, I only have like a couple levels. Like that stream would be like 2-3 hours maximum if I were to go do it. Which I mean, I will eventually, but okay. So that's something I like right there. I'm definitely keeping that little drooping down bit there. Yeah, that's good. I like that. This is definitely going to be a happy gas build. I still haven't really used it at all for building purposes. But this will definitely be a good use of it. So it's like Elytra is great for you know, it's perfect for using for building when you're like making something tall. But if you're making something suspended in air, especially if you need to work around the underside of it, I feel like Happy Gas is probably unmatched for that. That's actually a nice little divot. Thank you, Crow. I think this right here will have whatever it is, some spike going down. What even was this one? Does that just not work for that side, or did it just paint it on the top side? Weird. Brush. Rays? Sphere? Approach to deformation. Let me check the document thing here. Raise. Oh, wait, lower. Let me try that. What? Oh. Sorry. What was that? Okay, there it is. So wait, let me check this. Okay. Alright. Two. Kind of go in and just kind of clean it up by hand. That's pretty cool. Yeah. I like that. The one thing here is that now I gotta kind of make it a little more sense here. The surrounding stone. But that's not, yeah, this being just a radius of 1, it's pretty good. I like it. I don't know if that's too low though. That's fine. It's fine. Now this though, let me see. Kind of build up this inside bit here. Okay. It's a coal ore there. Why all the... Why does it keep giving me all that? There we go. I feel like I never got Battle for Bikini Bottom music on this. Kind of forgot that I streamed that recently. Like, this year, was it? Yeah. What a good game. I still haven't even played Cosmic Shake. Maybe I should stream that. I've got it on, like... Do I have it on PC? I have it on PC. Do I have it on PlayStation? I don't remember. I feel like I would rather stream it on PlayStation. Maybe once I buy the GPU, I'll stream it on PC. Which I still have to do, which I will do. It's like I have the money for it, I just like, I get really paranoid when it comes to PC things. So I do not know how any of that works. But Acacia told me that the one that we looked at should be fine. And I'm fully willing to believe him because he knows more about that stuff than I do. But despite the fact that I could just return it if it doesn't work, I'm still paranoid about it. That's a little better. Nah. Would this look better? Is an extra block there? Yes, I think it would. Drop this back a little bit, a couple blocks. Getting a little over detailed here, I think, but I think it's still going pretty well. I know, the transition between these was very funny to me. The lack thereof. Very abrupt. Yeah, I can... It's been however many years now. And it's like, I still can't get over how cool the distortion of, whatever instrument it is that they're using for that intro bit. It's like, the distortion is so cool. It's not something you would really expect, I feel like, to be distorted in a song like this. Damn, is it nice. I think this corner over here is coming along pretty well. The underside in general, I'm kind of liking. So I might do a little bit of this. Give it a little more shape. It's kind of hard to put these. Zoom cue though, somehow I hadn't thought of. Works pretty well. I'm trying to think now, was there ever an Angel Flavors remix in any of the games? Like, you forever have one? I don't know why I'm like brain farting on this one. I feel like if there was, I would remember it. Also, the thumbnail for this VOD is going to be like Super Mario World show Luigi holding like the stone football. Except the football is going to be like the finished version of this island. The finished sculpt of it. If it isn't obvious, that is the joke of the title of this stream currently. It's an island. I chiseled it. It's some chunks, Luigi. It's naturally generated chunks, Luigi. You didn't make it. I feel like I'm extra quiet today. Made that joke really fall flat. It's a 1 block radius sphere, looks kind of funny. When it's just kind of on its own like that. I'm just thinking about like how the more and more I edit on this, it's just gonna be more and more work for me when I'm actually building. It'll be interesting. The more I think about it, the more I think I might not stream it. I might just kind of like, hey, look, that island I sculpted. Here it is. I honestly might start with the top, just so I have something to, like, I could do building before actually doing the bottom side. Have any sort of facilities built on top. Man, why are these getting through? What was that one? Pictorial Lodge Rat. Pretty good name. I saw a video today of, like on Twitter, of somebody, like, pointing out Fortnite usernames. I didn't watch the full thing because the first one was, like, pretty obviously a bot that I've seen before. Because it's like, once you've played enough of the game, you kind of start to notice the bot names more and more. Some of them are pretty good names. And you can point at them and go, that motherfucker is not real. Like the really funny lady in the plane. I should have done that when I was flying to California. That would have been really funny. Would have had the whole plane in stitches. Very important cleanup. That's fine. I'm fine with that being there. This one, though, I am not fine with. That's better. Oh yeah, I almost forgot that I want to try to have everything on top be consistently grass. Not have any stone peeking up through like that. I'll drop this down a bit there. Is that too much? No, I'm cool with that. That's good. I need to get like a resource pack or something that just like removes particle or potion particles. I wish that there was like, I don't know, maybe somebody has made a mod or something that just makes it so that like the particle effects for whatever it is for beacons just don't render. It's like I don't really want to have a constant visual reminder other than the whatever it is, other than the actual just like potion effect thing up in the top left or top right. When I'm around the beacon, it's like, yes, I understand, I'm in the beacon range. I need you to keep telling me. You can't really tell if I'm doing this too early or not. Excuse me. Yeah, that's better. You don't actually even do that. Yeah. This is definitely something that needs a little work. Not that much though. Actually pretty good already. So another off the hook song where they kept up the tradition of making it kind of sound like Marina was saying pussy at times. Actually, I think Pearl might be the one that sounds a little bit more like she's saying it in this one. I don't remember. I think I'm fine with this being mostly flat here, but I might put a little more shape. Okay, it was definitely Marina. It sounds like she's saying pussy again. She'll always be talking about it. I'm trying to think here, like, I want to have animals up here. I don't want them to get stuck. It's like you can't really stop them a lot of the time. They're just gonna do it. So I'm keep. This is a pretty interesting spot that I've got myself here. Pretty fucked up around the edges. Let me actually do a quick scan at this side. See if there's anything I don't like. No, pretty clean. That might need a little touch up, a little smoother. Though, Minecraft generation does look kind of jaggy. But yeah, this is definitely looking pretty good. I think I might want to fill in a little bit of that. It's a little too erratic. I don't know. Looks a little, almost too uniform with like how that was. I want it to be a bit smoother. This spot's already looking pretty good. It's a little too uniform with the 2 block thick dirt, but figure it out. The underside, which I haven't looked at in a bit. How we looking? Yeah, I can just go underground. Look at it from there. Get an even better view. I think I'm definitely just gonna want to have to maybe I'll kind of carve through that way. Maybe split off right there too. Because I think it's good to have some pretty flat spots. Like I think everything that's flat over here, I'm gonna keep that. Whoa. Everything else, like I'm definitely gonna want to add some more spiky bits, something to kind of rival how deep this one goes down. No, but that's for later. This track is called Cuisine. Cuisine now just makes me think of this one Germa bit where he was talking about how cuisine is like really pretentious or something. It's like, oh, it's not food, it's cuisine. I'm just getting mad about a hypothetical person who would call it cuisine, or like restaurants calling it cuisine or something. I'm like forgetting to keep my eye out for blocks that are sticking out, because it's like I feel like it's not the worst thing in the world if there are some, but kind of don't want. I don't really want spots where stuff can just like perch on, you know, like monsters can just sit there. Spawn proofing this is going to be interesting. Not sure exactly how I'll do it. Torches I think will be fine for the beginning of it at the very least. But eventually I'll want it to look a little nicer. I think it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if like the outskirts of it aren't fully spawn proofed, but would be nice to have the whole thing be nice and safe. But I also don't want to sacrifice the look of the place either. Let's see what's up. Mm-hmm. We've got that whole southern side pretty much good, just from what I can tell. Pretty good to me. It's like something already doesn't really look all that bad. I haven't actually used any of the brushes in a while. This is mostly just kind of trying to add some form of variation to this like flat stone. Make it a little cleaner looking. It's silent for a bit here. Just, I don't know, I don't have too much to say. I'm just kind of staring this down. I'm just going into meaningless detail here to try and make it look as good as it can. Placing blocks with purpose. Why this looks kind of weird to me. It's a little better. This one could probably not even need that block. So it looks pretty good. Can I find this? Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. Yeah, I wonder, because of this song, I wonder if, or how much music from Hotline Miami I could actually, like, feasibly use without getting copyright striked. Because, I mean, people stream it, so it's like, I assume not every, I'm pretty sure not everything is, striked, because I think some of the music was made for the game. I probably have to ask Joel. He would know. Let me go inside here again, just to see if there's any caves that I haven't sealed up. So that one's sealed. This one's still open. I do kind of like the formation there, though. I think I was actually looking at that before. That one needs to be sealed up a bit. I think all the unsealed ones are just kind of in the flat areas, yeah. Although, this one definitely needs it. I don't know how I didn't already do that, honestly. I feel like I'm close. At this for 2 hours. I feel like I'm getting close. Let's just do that. Start with Good enough to me. I think I might want to get rid of these though, yeah. Excuse me. It's kind of ugly. It's better. It's not really the best backdrop to look at this on since it's so bright yellow. What is that? Oh, it's paint. Right, I forgot. Or I didn't realize that some of it got on the floor there. It's kind of funny. Try to go from actually just underneath. I mean, that looks pretty nice. Maybe I can throw some, like, glow lichen on the bottom in some spots. So I guess I should kind of give this some thought. Is that the fact that a lot of this is barely going to be visible. Actually, time is at midnight. It's like even at night, it's like still not really all that visible. But you can still obviously see the definition of the blocks, but should not be of too much concern. The sides are a lot more important. I think the sides are looking pretty fantastic. If I do so, and I do. That part there is looking a little blocky. Everything else looks pretty good though. I think I actually will. I said that I liked that before. I don't like it as much now. Yeah, that's better, I think. And then I might extend these out like that. Okay, yeah, I like that one. So probably use a little bit of stone here. Maybe even there. I think I like that more. I already covered up that one kit, right? Yeah, it was right there. Back to this. Any bullshit? Yeah, I do. Just leaves. Alright. Let's see here. So, what was I thinking? Just like over on this side. Yeah, using this as kind of a connecting piece. Kind of just carve it on over. Just like that. And use the cave to kind of carve it out a little deeper. Blocking the sight. What? Why did it say that suddenly? I don't know why it said that. Weird. Maybe it like lagged behind and there was just kind of like a void there for a second? I don't know. Strange. Anyway though. A little bit of raised parts. It's weird lag spikes I'm not a fan of. I am glad that this is mostly pretty smooth though, performance-wise. I was a little worried. But I think I'm taking it at small enough increments that it's not messing with my computer too much. Hi, Hayden. How's it going? I don't know if I missed your message by just like not paying attention to anything other than this for a minute, but on the toilet, nice, nice. How's that going for you? Triggering ad, hashtag revenue. Welcome back. You want to see how this island sculpt has been going so far? You can kind of see the underside at the moment. got a bit more flat area to look at, to fix up. Mostly this whole area here. But then go up top. It's like this was all carved out of a big chunk of land that I just pulled from the server. I just copied it over into a single player world. All the vegetation on top, other than just like, you know, the grass blocks, is gonna be removed. So all the tall grass, I can just kind of populate it with my own stuff. How high up? I'm not sure yet, because water level is 60, I think, or 56. I don't know. This one is at 56, but I don't remember where the actual like world generation 63. Okay, I knew it was around there. So I don't know. It's gonna be above 100 for sure. So I do want to have it pretty significantly high up in the sky, but obviously I don't want to mess with build height. Actually, there's definitely easier ways to do this, but this is an easy way to do it right now. Just gonna place scaffolding until world height, just to kind of visualize next to this how high I might want to. 10 life. Have a great life. I look forward to liking your poop, huh? I honestly wonder if I want to have it above the clouds. Because I kind of wish clouds were just above build limit. Goes to what? 319. Okay. I could pretty easily just put that above the clouds. Like around, like, I don't know. It's like I almost feel like having it around, like have the highest point on it and be like just under the clouds could be kind of nice. I don't know. I could just get rid of them. To drop seats. I was like, what? Drop seats. It's like I basically have the same amount of space under the clouds that I do above them. Nearly. Give or take a bit. It's like I used to have a mod and let me like put the clouds above world height and build height, which I like more. I like having them be kind of distant like that, because like while it is cool for some stuff to go through the clouds, it makes it so that when you're building something on this level, it's kind of annoying. But it's like at the same time, a lot of other people just will not have that mod, and will be dealing with clouds going through your build if they're standing on it. Like if clouds were blocked by builds, you know, that'd be a different story, but there's no real way to do that. Anyway, let's do a little more sculpting. I do like that this is basically just extruding everything downwards rather than adding new blocks onto it. So it's like I can still maintain the texture and not have to go in by hand and like make variations of like the whatever it is of like granite and shit like that. Because that would have been annoying if I had to do that. Would not have liked that. Almost forgot about those. Actually, I get rid of that dirt. Usually I don't think I would, but in this specific case I really like it there. Getting lit up by mosquitoes, and now I think I'm just like getting itchy. Just thinking I'm getting bit. I can't really tell. No, it seems like I actually did get bit there. Right on my ankle. Damn it. Maybe not actually. No, that's definitely a bite. Damn it. It's kind of going crazy out there. It's like I need to like just sit here in the dark. I think the fact that I have no light on, whereas everybody else is already like in bed, isn't helping. So it's like this is the one light, so all the bugs are like, ooh, let's go in there. I think I'm fine with this being the lowest point. This, I think I need to add a little bit of interest, you know. Yeah, I think having an end in sort of a teardrop sort of shape is good. It's fine. I like it. Looks good to me. This... I really do feel like I need to break this up a good bit. I don't know where the, like, thinnest point of this underside is. I guess it's like here, which is about 95, 108. It's like 20-ish blocks? No. 95 to 108. What would that even be? 1, 2. I'm so stupid. 95. So it's like 15 blocks. About. The most of it is like, I don't know, what is that, 93 up to 106. It's like 13. I'm trying to just think of, I don't know, like how this will work with the potential for like storage, because I'm definitely going to do underground storage, because I like having very big storage rooms, and I'm not sure how I would fit that into a good-looking build above ground. It just makes a lot more sense for me personally to make my storage room underground. Especially if it's hollow, because that means I can do literally whatever I want underneath the house. And it's like, I think most of my facilities and stuff I'm going to try to keep above ground as much as possible, but something like a storage room, I'd say it deserves to be underground, because it's just so much easier. All those chests and stuff. Easier to keep not rendered too, so I like to use a lot of item frames. We have the entity culling mod on, so that if it's not on camera, it isn't rendered, which is very nice. Helps with performance. I'm like addicted to putting an extra block at the bottom of this. I don't think this doesn't need one. It could. And it kind of looks nice with it, so I think I will. Everything needs a point. This one I'm cool with not having one though. You might want a little bit more stuff. Kind of blob it over to here. I think I never heard this song for very long. Even on insane mode, I don't think I really even heard it all that long. So I was playing with characters with good magic. That's another stream that's gotta happen soon, is we gotta get those custom characters made. I think Joel's is still pretty much good, but I know that Chris and I have not made ours. I'll try. That is the radius of it, so it's like, this might be kind of huge. Yeah, that's fine for this, its purpose. I need something big. I don't want it to look too much like it's just one single contour. How low does this one go? So it hasn't hit that yet. I wish I could have like a better camera angle for this. Looking up and doing all this stuff kind of sucks. It's like I feel like I have an easier way of doing it. Looking down. I don't know why that is, but it does feel a bit easier doing looking down. At least for the most part, like on the edges and stuff, I can do it like that. It's a little bit extreme of a thing here. Yeah, I'll get rid of that. Keep the end as it. And get another thingy here. I don't know. A bundle of 8, sure. And then this can be one. Blocks can't be used. It's not a block. I don't know if I can turp scoop. It's kind of harder to clean up. Gonna have to look into commands to replace all the ores. It's like, honestly, with a lot of these, I think I have enough, like, kind of silk touched, just lying around that I could realistically probably put them in, but I don't want to. Maybe at some point I can kind of poke around and pop some orders into it if I feel like it, but as it stands, I think it'll be I don't know. It's like, I guess it would kind of sell the natural generation look a bit better, but I don't know. I don't know. This definitely needs a little bit of touch-up. I didn't even notice this. The gravel holes are kind of annoying. This could just be fully like that was a bit too close to that. We use the like a road in conjunction with the lower things, yeah. That's pretty good results though. There's just this one block of tire right there. That might have been a bit much though. I don't know. Here, let's take a look. I think this might be basically done. So honestly, might be a little too noisy, but I don't know. It's clear and set up. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's pretty good. Yeah. I think I'm basically done. For the most part. think I'll leave the bottom, call that done for now. Maybe I'll go back to it off stream or something, if I find anything that could use a little touch-up. For now, I want to... What happens if I hit lower on this? Alright, alright. So it's feeling that. So if I do, whoops. Undo. Undo. So if I just do it like, okay, alright, yeah, this is fine. Check just to make sure I'm not encroaching on any bottom parts. Alright, good. I want this to be a pretty sizable pond. Yeah, just fill in this whole thing. What? Oh, leaves. Yeah. Okay. I can kind of smoothen this out. I do wonder how exactly the smoothing thing works. Because it's like, it's working pretty well. This is basically exactly how I wanted it to be. Make it a little more gradual there. That's a little too uniform though. A little too clean. Everything else though is looking pretty good. Water level can be like here. That'd be fine. I really hate how much dead leaves there are everywhere. Excuse me. Make another brush. Not sponic. Flint. Paint. Alright. Brush. Paint. Sphere. Set. Let me see how to do this. Grapple, and then material, gravel. Is there a... I need to see if there's a way. Hey, how exactly... Okay, patterns. Random pattern. Okay. Gravel. Stone. Okay. Let's see. Alright, so like 60% gravel. 20% cobblestone. 10% mossy cobblestone. 10% quartz dirt. Honestly, I feel like the coarse dirt doesn't really work here. Andesite might be... Yeah, andesite's better. Oh, I'm just replacing regular ass grass with it, but, you know, whatever. It was there. I guess that most stuff like this should probably just be... I think having some stone mixed in isn't a bad thing, though. Once it gets to, like, the edges here. Definitely an easier way to do this, but I don't care. keep forgetting to that I was trying to replace all of the coarse dirt here. A pretty big chunk there. I don't know how I should set up water for this. I don't know how that would work. Or at least like an easy way to do it. Let me look this up. World edit fill with water. Let me see. This might work. Awesome. Okay. So if I go like here, and so that I go, so now what? Z39. Let's call that 40. Radius of 50. Fill. Okay, I have to do / fill. Wait. Oh. Fill water. 15. And depth of, how much is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7? That nearly worked perfect. No water in here. No water underneath. I want to try and fix water. I thought it was supposed to, the way that they described it made it sound like it was supposed to, what is it? Make it so that all flowing water became, source blocks. But I guess not. Regardless, I think this is pretty good. Need that water bucket again. Apparently didn't reach out to here. I don't think I even needed to spam it like that. Water mechanics are always going to be a bit of a mystery to me. At least to do efficiently. I almost wonder if I should put like a little boat or something into here, but I'm not really into the building part of it for this current part of this process. It's not really a concern at the moment. It felt that nice. I think there it is. It's like, there's definitely a piece of grout that I remembered seeing. This one add a little bit of like irregularity to that. It didn't look so uniform. An interesting contour just kind of jutting out of there. Just not sure how I feel about that. Maybe I should drop a block on top of here. Round it out a tiny bit more. Yeah, I think I like that a little more. This, though, I don't know. Maybe I'll put that in the wall. Yeah, I like that a little more. Kind of annoying. I don't know. Just getting all nitpicky about this. this part. Huh? Yeah, I think I like that. Maybe I'll at some point put the waterfall going down just so that it's electro-free access, I guess you could say. I don't think I really need to bother with that right now. That's an easy enough thing to just dig out with the shovel later. What I do want to try to figure out though is replacing blocks and edit, remove vegetation. Okay, let's see. What is this one called? Short grass. Yeah. Short grass, bush, dandelion, poppy. Oh, I need these anymore. Damn it. Get rid of this. What did I get rid of? I didn't get rid of anything. Did it? I don't know. Whatever. And then some of these. I think that's all. Here. Replace short grass. Bush. Dandelion. Poppy. Windflower. Oxeye daisy. Oops. What the fuck are these ones called? Hang on. I already can't remember. Azure. Right. Air. And then it would be can I just do that region selection first? Let me look this up again. Region selection. Yeah, I need to select region first. Oh wait, that's something I need to replace too. The leaf litter. Perfect. Let's see, did I miss anything? Don't think so. Oh, no. Tall grass. There you go. Now we're good. Nice and clean. So it probably wasn't necessary at all to actually pattern the inside of this, but I think it looks good. I'm glad that I did it. Oh, maybe I should have put mud in there instead of whatever it is. Andesite. Damn. I don't know. Maybe I'll think about that later. It's gonna be a bit before I actually like start building this in the world anyway. So anyway, I'll take a screenshot of this. So I can make my joke thumbnail. I'll probably just clean this whole thing up a bit on my own time. Add tiny little details and stuff. Smooth out a bit of the top part to my liking. Just a little bit, not too crazy on it though. So I do obviously want to keep it pretty true to its natural generation for the most part. Stuff like that. Alright. That's everything. If any VOD watchers enjoy. Pretty quiet one today. Mostly just a, hashtag game music and chill. Anyway, have a good night. See you later. I'll update the, I'll try to stream some of the construction of this probably. I don't know. Goodbye.